Welcome to your first flipped classroom on multiple representations. In this flipped classroom, we will focus on identifying independent and dependent quantities from tables and graphs. You will take the notes page that was given to you by your teacher, and you will make sure that you write down everything that is in red on this video. Please make sure you are paying attention and filling in all of the parts of the notes page. You may have heard of independent and dependent variables in science class. Remember that a variable is something that is changed. In scientific experiments, there are two variables, one that you can control and one that is the result. The same thing is true in mathematical situations. An independent variable is considered the cause, the one thing that is changed. On a graph, it's on the x-axis, which is along the bottom side. A dependent variable is considered the effect. The result is what is measured. On a graph, it is on the y-axis, which is along the vertical side. The dependent variable is changed by the independent variable. Remember that dependent depends on independent, and independent determines the dependent. Let's look at a graph. Remember, we have a graph with an x-axis and a y-axis. We know the y-axis represents the dependent variable, and the x-axis represents the independent variable. The dependent variable is the y value, and the independent variable is the x value. Dependent variables change to the independent variable, and the y value will equals the change to the x value. An example is y equals x plus 4. That is an additive relationship because we're adding something to the variable, the independent variable, to get the dependent variable. And we also have other examples like y equals 2x. That is a multiplicative relationship because we're multiplying something to the independent variable to get the dependent variable. Whether writing an additive or multiplicative equation, the correct format is to always use y first. Looking at these equations, I know that y is my dependent variable and x is my independent variable. Now let's try to set up a table. When we set up a table, we can set that table up either horizontally or vertically. Remember that x is going to represent the input and y is going to represent the output. So, for example, if I have x being 4 and I create the rule times 2, that means 4 times 2 is going to give me an output of 8. If x is 5 and I multiply that times 2, that's going to give me an output of 10. And if x is 6 and I multiply that times 2, that is going to give me a y value of 12. We can also look at a table in a different way. So we did kind of a horizontal table. We can also look at it vertically and make sure that we understand what's happening to x and y. If x is 4 and we have the rule of adding 4, we're going to get the y value of 8. If x is 5 and we add 4, the y value will be 9. If x is 6 and we add 4, the y value will be 10. So again, you could either set up the table horizontally or you can set it up vertically.